it's not understandable. If we sound okay, we might just start up and start talking till it gets fixed. Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are
And
you?
welcome to Bird Talk.
Thank you.
You are listening to Dean and Scott with Bird Talk on 710 KNUS, 990 KRKS. And we're here, we're also on Facebook Live, so check that out. We are here on October 15th,
It is.
2022, but there are things that have happened in the past that on this specific day, and of course on this day we have our great big fall bird food sale, and we'll be talking about that more and more at the 3 Wild Birds Unlimited stores in Denver, Arvada, and Highlands Ranch. But Dane, what happened on this day, October 15th?
Well, this day has happened in the past, and so
Many times.
many times. So let's talk about some of the more interesting things that happened on this day throughout history. In 1878, Thomas Edison established the Edison Electric Light Company in New York City with help from J.P. Morgan and the Vanderbilts, who advanced him $30,000 for research and development. He had proposed to connect his lights in a parallel circuit by subdividing the current. Now catch this. So that, unlike arc lights, which were connected in a series circuit, the failure of one light bulb would not cause a whole circuit to fail.
I need that on my Christmas lights.
I know, we still can't figure that out, can
Yeah, well, yeah, you just got to buy right.
we? So he patented his electricity distribution system in 1880, and the first investor-owned electric utility, Pearl Street Station in New York City, provided service for the 400 lamps of 85 customers.
Wow, $30,000 way back then. Well, today that's probably, with inflation, worth about the same purchasing power.
As of today, that's probably right. So ultimately, that company became part of General Electric in 1892, and kind of, we all know the history from there.
Yes.
Right. In 1880, the first investor, in 1928, the airship LZ-127 Graf Zeppelin, christened on the 8th of July, 1928, landed in New Jersey after its first transatlantic crossing from Germany. It was 775 feet long and 100 feet high, and at a cruising speed of 73 miles an hour.
My God.
That seems pretty quick for a Zeppelin, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, but if you see pictures of it, and of course I'm a philatelist, so I collect stamps.
Yeah.
And I've got the 4 commemorative stamps of the Graf Zeppelin coming to New Jersey, and it's long and cigar-shaped, so it's very aerodynamic. So I suppose that helps, but also so does wind power with the, I don't know if, except they're going against the wind, I think. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
What else happened?
Well, the one thing on the Graf Zeppelin,
Yeah.
it was a very successful airship up until the time of what?
Yeah, Hindenburg.
The Hindenburg, exactly. That kind of put a poo-poo on any Zeppelins.
Oh,
after
the
that.
humanity.
It was horrible. 1951, the I Love Lucy show debuted on CBS TV, starring none other than Lucille Ball. When Ball was offered the TV show, she insisted that her real-life Cuban husband, Desi Arnaz, play the part of her husband, but the TV execs were reluctant because they didn't think audiences would believe the marriage between an all-American girl and a Latin man. So to prove them wrong, Ball and Arnaz began performing a vaudeville act together. The act was a hit, and they were given their TV show.
Oh yeah, I can just hear Babalu playing now.
Yeah, that was. I'm a little younger than you, but I do remember the Lucille Ball shows. They were always entertaining.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember this one as much. 1954, The Adventures of Rin Tin Tin debuted on ABC TV, starring Lee Aker as Rusty, who was orphaned in an Indian raid, and his dog Rin Tin Tin, who were being raised by soldiers at a cavalry post. American World War I soldier Lee Duncan rescued the original Rin Tin Tin, who was actually originally cast in the show, but he did poorly in screen tests, so they replaced him with the trainer's dog named Flame Jr., although the public was led to believe otherwise. So you've been lied to this whole time.
I guess, and when I was a little kid, I had a Rusty outfit with a hat and, you know, the shirt and all that.
Yeah. You wore that all the time or just for Halloween?
Just, well, when I felt like it.
No judgment. Wear whatever you
I was
want.
identifying it as Rusty.
Wear whatever you want. Whatever pronouns Rusty uses, you can use those.
Yep, thank you.
1956, Fortran, the first modern computer language, was shared with the coding community for the first time. Did you ever learn Fortran?
No,
No?
it was before my time.
I think that was punch cards. Didn't they use punch cards for Fortran? You know, where you had to make the card and then push it into the machine?
Yeah, but I think Fortran may have used punch cards.
Yeah.
My dad studied it.
Okay.
Studied the program. Yeah.
Well, today's coding languages are much better on the trees. Let's put it that way. 1994, Timothy Keys is
No
born.
hanging chads.
There probably were
And the
some.
punch cards.
That was called a bug, actually. 1994, Timothy Keys is born more than 3 months premature. His twin sister Celeste wasn't born until 95 days later.
Oh my.
Interesting, huh?
Wow.
I wonder what.
She liked it there in there.
Yeah. Well, he obviously didn't for whatever reason.
Probably sibling rivalry.
She probably snored. That was the problem.
That would do it.
So he was like, I'm out of here. 1997, first supersonic land speed record is set by Andy Green in thrust SSC exactly 50 years and 1 day after Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier in the Earth's atmosphere. We talked about the guy who ran that program last week.
Last year.
Birth, 1844, Friedrich Nietzsche, German philosopher, who is famously quoted for saying, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." It's a good quote. 1884, Arch Hoxsey was a pioneer aviator that worked as a flight instructor for the Wright brothers. He was the first pilot to fly at night and set the altitude record of 11,474 feet in 1910. Fortunately, he also passed away in 1910 trying to break that record.
Right.
John L. Sullivan, 1858, he was an American boxer, heavyweight champion from 1882 to 92, and the last bare-knuckle champion. He was the first athlete to earn $1 million.
Oh my God.
Today, that's like nothing, right? That's like one fight for some of these people.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side,
A losing fight.
yeah, a losing fight, exactly. Just in the column of folks that passed away that I thought was interesting, 2018, Paul Allen, who's an American businessman, he and Bill Gates founded Microsoft in 1975. He owned the Seahawks, the Trailblazers, and then was part owner of the Sounders FC, which joined Major League Soccer in 2009. Interesting, after dropping out of Washington State University in order to work as a programmer, he convinced Gates to drop out of Harvard University in order to create Microsoft.
Right.
So, good influence, bad influence?
No, good.
Good, okay. Allen also scored a perfect 1600 on the SAT. So, you have that in common with him.
Not quite. That's about 1250.
Yeah. I took the ACT, so I don't know what my SAT score
Yeah,
is.
and the ACT, the average score of the test takers this past year was the lowest in 30 years.
I saw that.
And the thing is, 28, 29 years ago, they had dumbed down the ACT
Really?
with the questions. So it's worse
Yeah, it's
than
been
we think.
five years in a row, I guess. The scores have been getting lower every year for the
Yeah,
last 5 years in
that's
a row.
scary.
It is scary.
That's scary.
That's not a good thing.
And the pre-med students don't want to take organic chemistry anymore, which was a flunk out class.
Right.
You know, it's supposed to filter out.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Bird Talk guys, Dean and Scott, on 710 KNUS, 990 KRKS, 303-696-1971. We'll be back after the break.
Well, that's brutal.
Hello? Hey, Blake. Hello, Blake. Okay. You want to hear what it sounds like right now? Okay, I just did that, so once we come back, you can check that out. You bet.
Does he have any suggestions? Because that is brutal in here. Does he have any suggestions?
He's going to unplug and plug in again, whatever that means.
To those of you listening on Facebook, we apologize for the sound and audio difficulties here. We're trying to work with the station to get that sound and crackling cleared up. Apologies. There we go. 100% better.
Sounds much better. Perfect. Okay. Thanks. You bet. That's better.
All right.
Now we'll see if your mic is okay. Talk. No, we couldn't hear a thing. Just garble. Go ahead, talk, Dean.
Yeah,
See if we're...
it sounded like it's spiking and crackling at the top end. I don't know if it's doing that for you too. Blake, can you hear? Testing, 1, 2.
Okay, welcome to Bird Talk. You are listening to the Bird Talk guys.
Welcome to Bird Talk. Good to hear from you. Okay.
We
Testing. All right.
Well, welcome back to Bird Talk. You are listening to the Bird Talk guys, Dean and Scott on 710 KNUS, 990 KRKS. We'd be happy to talk with you today. We hope our Facebook friends are hearing things a lot better now. We had a little scratchiness earlier, but our radio folk don't even know what we're talking about, so that's okay. But 303-696-1971 is the number, and right now we're in the first day of the best bird food prices of the season at the Wild Birds Unlimited stores in Denver, Arvada, and Highlands Ranch. So tell us about that, Dean. What's going on?
Well, we always have a bird food sale in October. This year we had to push it back a couple weeks. But yeah, this is the best time of the year to get stock up on your seed and suet for the winter. The sale applies to all seed and all suet, basically anything that the birds eat that's in the store. You're going to get the best prices of the year, and then Daily Savings Club members get an additional 5% off the sale price. And so whether you're a DSC member or not, you can enjoy the savings out of this sale going forward, and it's actually going from today, Saturday, all the way through October 30th.
Right,
so
right.
it gives you plenty of time to jump in.
And the Daily Savings Club members, they're able to get the best price year-round, because during the rest of the year they get 15% off the regular prices and bird bucks, and you can earn bird bucks during the sale too. But during the sale is a great time to join, because you get that extra 5% off the sale price. And then after the sale, you get the 15% off year-round. So you always get the best price.
That's the best part about the Daily Savings Club. Plus, the bird bucks are always fun, because you get to accrue those for every point, or every dollar you spend, you get a point. And when you get 200 points, you get a $10 bird buck coupon, which you can redeem at any of the 3 stores for $10 off, $20 off, whatever the value of the bird buck is. So,
and a few times a year we have special offers for Daily Savings Club members, like double points weekend. So check it out. Ask us about it when you come in. Not us, but ask our folks, our bird feeding specialists.
You could ask me. You're never around anymore, but
right.
I'm somewhere in the store at some point.
Well, I'm around now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That's true.
And being retired, I get a little rounder all the time. But there's some other stuff that are coming up, and this is one thing that you're going to attend with Tina. Now, Dean and Tina, the dynamic duo of the Denver Wild Birds Unlimited stores, the 3 stores, they're going to take this class, and you guys ought to too. If you want to figure out how to identify those raptors, those hawks and falcons and owls, there's a special class by the Raptor Education Foundation